to leave the telling to those with careless hands or malicious hearts. Rightly or wrongly, I have an abiding faith that my story will someday be important to someone, and so I have done my best to speak truly in these pages about my family, my friends, and myself. I've accomplished little in my life without the help of others. This book is no different. I mostly worked on it alone, but I couldn't have done that work without God's help and the support of a long list of caring people. Always at the top of the list is Virginia, my best friend and wife, who did without my company for long stretches of writing time, endured my grumpiness as I grew weary from my protracted labors, and read each successive version of countless drafts, offering insightful editorial suggestions and boundless support. I would not have had the strength to undertake or complete this endeavor without her love. I acknowledge with eternal gratitude Tim Dugan, my editor, who faithfully shepherded my grandfather's son into print, Terry Teachout, who trimmed the clutter of kudzu from my manuscript, knew almost intuitively what I was trying to say and helped me say it more clearly. In the process, I lost many words, converted a manuscript into a book, and gained a friend. I also thank Sam Thernstrom, whose detailed and painstaking edits of the original manuscript were invaluable. Throughout the long process of writing, he was a calming voice of encouragement. I am grateful to Lin Chu, my agent, who brought these three men to me, along with so many other good things. I also acknowledge, with deep appreciation, the assistance of the following people who helped me at various points during the writing of my grandfather's son. Mark Paoletta was steadfast in his support and friendship, and was always ready to do whatever was necessary to be helpful, whether digging up some obscure detail or reading drafts for accuracy. Eric Jaffe also provided invaluable assistance and advice throughout this long process. Patricia Evans of the Supreme Court Library worked tirelessly to track down even the most obscure facts and documents based on my faintest recollections. Nancy Montwheeler went beyond the call of duty to assemble and provide me with all of the daily labor reports coverage of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission during my tenure at that agency. Andrea Meinberg and Nicholas Matlock spent countless hours making digital copies of and restoring old photographs. Many others responded graciously when called upon to help locate documents or photos, including Jonas Jordan, photographer of Savannah, Susan Lee of the Savannah Public Library, Michael Jordan of the Savannah History Museum, Coastal Heritage Society, Betty Purdy of the Chancery for the Diocese of Savannah, Jeff Walker of the Bethesda Home for Boys, Steve Bisson of the Savannah Morning News, Jewel Anderson of the Georgia Historical Society, Dr. Barbara Ferdig of Armstrong Atlantic State University, Kim Cumber and Michael Southern of the State Archives of North Carolina, George Labani of the Worcester Telegram, and the helpful staff of the Donaldsonville News. Many friends, acquaintances, and strangers have supported me with boundless supplies of prayers, kind words, and peace. I could never have continued to work as long and as steadily as I did without the serenity I drew from them. I thank each of them from the bottom of my heart, along with family members, nuns, neighbors, teachers, and friends I've met along the way who taught me by their example or took the time to counsel me. They are too numerous to list, but I'm no less grateful for their help. I am forever indebted to my son, Jamal, who gave me a reason to live when I thought I had none. By being mature and trustworthy beyond his years, he made it possible for me to